It's about that time.
Yes, it is.
Say hi to the old man for me, and apologize to him. Tell him I'm sorry I can't take over the dojo.
Sure, Cliff.
Is his health all that bad? I can't believe it. He's such a tough old guy. I always thought he was indestructible.
I think he's exaggerating a little bit. He just wants me to come home, that's all.
I see. Well, he sure does seem down in the dumps. Maybe it's just his age catching up with him.
Probably, and I've been away for so long.
Yeah.
The transport Canis will be departing for Class System shortly. Passengers wishing to board the Canis should report to Gate 3. Your attention, please.
Well, I have to go or I'll miss the transport. See you later, Cliff.
I'm sorry. I wish I could go back with you, but it's pretty much impossible the way things stand.
Yes, you got the short end of the stick again. Don't worry about it. That's what I like about you, Cliff. What's wrong, Fayt? What are you thinking about?
Mirage. Oh, sorry, I meant...
Don't worry. Mirage is just fine. No need to be so formal.
Oh, sorry. It's just hard to get used to.
Don't worry about it. You'll get used to it eventually. Anyway, what were you thinking about? Come on, please tell me.
It's not that big a deal. It's just, well, my mind was wandering. I was thinking about all sorts of things.
Fayt, do you really think you can sum up all of the things you lost from your previous life? The new life you're about to start, and the fear of leaving for Klaus, a planet totally unknown to you, as not that big a deal? It is a big deal, isn't it? Can't you at least tell me what you're really feeling, and what you're hiding deep down in your heart? We'll never get close if we just show each other our strengths. I don't mind if you show me your weaknesses either, every once in a while.
I guess that's about as much as you can do with those limp noodles you call arms. If you want to go home, go right ahead.
No, I can do a few more.
Just so you know, it's not like I'm forcing you or anything. If you can't handle how I do things around here, feel free to quit at any time. Got it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Father, whatever are you making them do?
I'm merely training your subordinates, as you seem unfit for the task.
I'm commanding this unit, Father, not you. Please don't stick your nose where it doesn't belong. Their main tasks involve office work and research. There's no need to force them to train like this.
What are you talking about? Are these pallid wimps supposed to be recognized as members of the Shield Legion? which is entrusted with the defense of the kingdom? The owner of a healthy body is the owner of a healthy spirit. You spoil them too much.
The way you do things, only owners of unhealthy spirits will be left, Father. I have my own way of doing things. Please stop interfering. All right, everyone. Time to head back.
Please, Lady Claire, no. Allow me to continue a little longer.
He's right, we're so close.
Watch me. I'll make it to the end. I know I can.
What?
See? They all want to finish. Why don't you just back off, huh?
Huh?
107. 108.
I can do more.
Lady Claire, I'm sorry.
Feel the burn. 100 and...
I'm out.
Father, what have you been telling them? Look at these people. It's not healthy to train until you faint.
Nah, it's no big deal. I just promised them that whoever lasts till the end of my workout program gets to marry you, that's all. Well, it's not like you've got somebody else picked out, so I'll pick one for you.
Father, now that's really going too far. I'll pick my own husband, thank you very much.
You know, that's why you're still single after all this time. I think part of the problem is that you don't associate with any gentlemen. And at your age, too.
I'll thank you not to worry about that sort of thing.
So how are you doing? Accustomed to living here yet?
Yes, more or less.
Great. Glad to hear it. By the way, are you seeing that girl, Nivelle's daughter, Nell?
What? Why do you ask that?
Well, I was wondering why you're sticking around. I thought that was why. Isn't it?
Well, no, there's nothing between me and Nell. I first met her after coming to this planet, and we went on some adventures together. I guess you'd call us comrades.
Well then, Master Fayt. Does this mean that you are currently single?
Yeah, you could say so, but why do you ask?
Ah, perfect. Wanna marry my daughter?
What? Claire?
What's wrong? Some problem with my daughter?
No, that's not it, but isn't that the sort of thing people usually decide for themselves? Even if I said sure, what would Claire say?
What are you talking about? I know my daughter well. She would not say no. So it's settled then. And the Lasbart family line is assured. Oh, hello, Claire. What do you want? What? You want me to come with you? Perfect timing. I have something to talk to you about.
It's not that I don't like Claire or anything, but if I married her, Adray would be my father-in-law. I'm not sure I could handle that.
Huh? What's wrong? What happened?
What's wrong? I'll tell you what's wrong. Just now?
It was nothing. I just felt like yelling all of a sudden, that's all.
Well, all right. Just don't scare me like that. I thought my heart was gonna stop.
What do you mean? Did we just scare you just now? Coward.
Well, if something happened to you guys, it'd be my fault for bringing you here. I gotta make sure you don't get eaten by a monster or something.
Eaten?
Shut up, shut up! You don't have to take care of us. We're fine on our own. Let's get this over with. We can't get this close to the treasure and then just give up. Right, Lazard?
Of course. According to my investigations, deep inside this underground cavern is a treasure so wonderful it defies description. How could we go home without it? I'm afraid of getting hurt. Aren't we going home?
Who cares about that? We'll worry about it after we find the treasure. If it's something we can split up, we'll split it up. If not, whoever wants it can take it. Anyway, now's the time to enjoy the adventure. All right? Let's go.
Hey, wait! Don't you cut ahead of me!
Wait a second! If the treasure up ahead is what I expect, then I think that people like you with strange brain deficiencies won't get any use out of it. If you guys put your dirty paws on that treasure before me, the rightful owner, well... Wait! Lucian! Lazard!
All right, better prepare yourself. Today I'm gonna show you who the real man is. Do you even know what I'm talking about? A real man's gotta be smart, not just strong. A fool like you could never become a real man, no matter how hard you tried.
Why, you? You have a big mouth for a guy who's a failure as a man himself. You're no better than me, you idiot.
Shut up, you big fool. There's a line separating the men from the boys. I still qualify as a man, but you're not even close.
That's a pretty messed up theory you have there. It's a model for a revolution by the fools.
He's right, Lucian. It's just not possible.
Huh? Villian, you're not gonna turn on me, are you?
No, not really. It's just that it's kind of weird. I can imagine Lazard or Melt studying, but you?
I just wasn't serious before, that's all. When I decide to get serious, watch out.
Huh, is that so? So you mean the two of you are having a little study session today? I hate studying myself, but the good thing about it is it doesn't make your muscles sore later when you're done.
Fool, like I'd really do that. Why would I come to a place like this to study? That's enough. Just shut up.
Hey, enough quarreling between us, eh? Oh, it's so unpleasant. You know, it's the ability to attract people. That's the true mark of a real man.
Shut up! Just shut up! You big old stupid parsley head! Fools like you should keep their mouths shut!
What's that? I'm a fool?
got it. You're a fool, so I'm calling you a fool.
You said it again! Why, you little... I'll fix you!
Hey, come on now, let's just get this over with. Enough of this talk. Let's see some action.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
Don't count your chickadees before they hatch. I bet this is all part of Lazard's stupid plot anyway. But this will be a test to check Roger's progress.
Melt! What do you think you're doing? Come down here right this instant!
Don't you worry about me. I'll be wishing you victory in battle from up here, Roger.
I got it! Okay, then I'll leave that to you. And I'll take care of my own business here.
All right, what the heck are we doing? Whatever kind of fight it turns out to be, there's no way I'll lose.
Easy for you to say now, but don't blame me if you have to cry later.
Wow, how cool you are. I hope for your sake those words of yours ain't just words.
What's up with this guy?
Enough chit-chat. Get on with it. How long were you planning on making the audience wait?
Right. So sorry. Want to know the key words for men among men? Number 1 is guts, and number 2 is effort. In other words, the guy with the most guts is the real man. So now, you and I are gonna see which one of us has the most guts. We'll call it the true, final, real man contest, the parched desert, not a single drop of water endurance contest! What do you think of that? Scared yet?
Sounds fun. All right, I'll take you on.
More foolishness.
Foolishness? Can't argue with that. Fighting a battle you have no chance at all of winning has got to be the dumbest thing you could do. I made this excitable young boy drink as much water as he could before the match. A fool who can't even prepare himself properly doesn't stand a chance. Think it's cruel? Well, just remember, the battle begins before the actual fighting starts. That's also part of the strategy.
I wonder. It's hard to tell how gutsy he is. I just hope it all goes as you want it to.
What foolishness! Without water in the scorching dunes of Moselle, the fight'll be over in 100 seconds. Something as subjective as guts isn't gonna change anything in a situation like this.
Well, they say that seeing is believing.
What's wrong? You look all burned out. Now's the time if you're gonna surrender.
Quit your yapping. It's a fight to our last ounce of strength. That's my strategy. I just don't make things up as I go along, unlike you.
So that's it, huh? Well then, have fun. It's tough when you lack guts, huh?
Don't give up, Roger. It's almost over. Lucian's about ready to give up.
Alrighty, leave it to me.
Lucian, give it up already. You're gonna die if you keep going.
Shut up, Valian. I'm sick of your blabbering. You're just trying to smudge my honor. How you feeling now? Had enough?
What are you talking about, you idiot? I'll bet you're the one who's ready to give up now.
You sure are stubborn.
I'm serious. Give it up already. You're gonna die if you don't.
That's cold.
It's raining! It's raining! It's raining!
Man, well, that saved your life. You sure have the devil's luck, you know that?
I could say exactly the same thing about you.
All right, then. I guess this one's a tie. It's raining after all. Come on, everyone. Let's go home.
I guess the gods have spoken. Thanks to them, Roger, you're one step closer to becoming a real man.
Who'd have known there was a place like this in the dungeons underneath the castle? The elite investigative team hasn't come back. Did they fight over credit or goof up? I didn't think they'd have any problem with this mission. I guess I expected too much from them. They may be useless, good-for-nothing worms, but I guess I'd better at least recover their corpses.
Another guest. First 6, then 1. Foolish bravery, or is it recklessness? You look like something of a fighter, but you are still a man of this world. You are no match for me. It would be best for you if you just went home peacefully. Or would you prefer to become another one of my mute servants, like those who came before?
Oh, so you're the cause of all the problems.
And what if I was?
Don't expect to die painlessly. I'll smash your face until you're begging me to kill you and get it over with.
You're a brave one. However, I am a servant of the gods, created by Falstar, the god of death. Do you really think I would sully myself by fighting with a lowly mortal organism like yourself? Korima, Raksa, Mizua, Saska, come out, my servants.
What the? Bah! You scum!
You who were abandoned by the gods you served and left behind on this land. May I, in my great kindness, extend a special hand of charity to you and retrieve you as my own?
Look at what's happened to you, fools! Think of your place!
How terribly unfortunate. Very well. It is time for you to burn in eternal despair!
Not a reliable person around for leagues.
So, did you find the road to town?
No roads, no towns, no villages. Not even a single person around to ask for directions.
Oh well, if we don't find anything, I guess we'll just have to camp out tonight.
Surely you jest. Not again. I'm tired of being kicked and woken up every night.
You know, Albel, say what you will, but you're the one who keeps crying out in your sleep with all those nightmares. Look to your own faults before you find fault in others. I don't know what kind of dreams you're having, but you scream all night long and it's annoying. And you know, it's your fault we're wandering around here in the first place. If you hadn't gotten into that brouhaha with the Lord of the last town, we could have just bought a map and we'd be in the next town already.
Look to my faults. Mind your business. If you're done prattling, perhaps I shall be spared carving the tongue from your mouth.
Six of them, right?
No, there were 5.
Well, that's a minor detail. Still, just because you didn't get along with their lord, don't be too hard on them.
It will be a good lesson for them. Fools, thinking that nipping at the heels of the strong makes them stronger.
Oh man, I feel sorry for the two I don't fight.
Help!
Didn't I tell you to go easy on him?
Lessons cannot be taught by a gentle hand. These types won't learn anything unless you lay them up for a week.
After learning about our country's state of confusion, the noblemen of Greeton, where the damage was relatively minor, formed a conspiracy to take advantage of the situation. However, now that the Lord of Arzum has been stricken with an illness, the conspiracy is slowly dying out.
Is that so? This is very unfortunate for the Lord of Arzum, yet very fortunate for our country. We have asked our citizens to suffer too much already. Now, our sacred kingdom of Aquaria has lost even the ability to avoid useless conflicts. In the years to come, until our kingdom's strength has recovered, we will have to ask you to perform many difficult missions. We are counting on you.
Yes, Your Majesty. Please, this goes without saying. I have yet to earn the honor of serving the Crimson Blade, but I will not betray Your Majesty's sacred trust. I will spare no efforts in these tasks.
It would seem we can stop worrying about Greeton for a while. Although Ariglyph is another story. According to the reports of the Spectral Legion, everything is peaceful in the Sandmite region. So, it would appear that domestic problems are our main concern.
We agree. We do not want to believe this, but...
Domestic problems?
We just received a report from Claire. There is a sense of restlessness among certain wealthy merchants in Paterni. We have not determined the size or objectives of this plot, or who the ringleaders are, or any such details, but we must begin an official investigation. You are to select one appropriate person to handle this. We also plan to assign a member of the Chain Legion who is familiar with the local area to assist in this investigation.
Understood. Very well. I will undertake this mission.
Are you sure?
But Nell, you just returned home. You must still be tired. Should you not assign
assign this task to someone else.
No, Your Majesty. I need to keep working. It's the only way I can relax now.
This will not do. Trusting the capabilities of one's subordinates and giving them appropriate tasks to build up experience, these are also the responsibilities of those who lead. Entrust this job to another.
Her Majesty has spoken. You must send one of your subordinates. What? Don't tell me you're actually complaining about taking a few days off.
I will give the matter due consideration.
In that case, you are dismissed. With the past war, our country finds itself in dire need of what personnel it has left. Take good care of yourself.
Thank you very much. Then I will take my leave now. Hello, Professor Elena. You have an audience with Her Majesty?
That's right. It's about the motor I developed based on channeled force.
I see.
I haven't seen you in a long time. You sure look busy. But you're so young. Why don't you try to do some of the things only the young can do? I'll support you any way I can.
You know, I could say the same to you. I hear you really put everything you've got into your research.
But that doesn't matter, since I'm not young anymore. Anyway, I'll see you later. It wouldn't do to keep Her Majesty waiting any longer.
Oh, and Professor Elena, why do you work so hard for all of us?
It's because I like this world, at least as much as anyone else does. Do you have a problem with that?
You're going down, Lady Nell.
No, Tyneave! Roaring flames! Envelop me and devour the enemy! Sirocco!
99 blasts of freezing mist!
Too slow!
Ouch!
That really hurts!
You two need more training. Tyneave, a simple flurry of punches is a weak tactic which should be used only when you can be sure they will all connect. If your opponent avoids your first punch, it's foolish to continue wasting energy. You can't just fight with random attacks. You must pay close attention to your opponent's moves.
Understood, Lady Nell.
Now you, Farlene.
Yes, Lady Nell?
You rely on runology too much. Don't expect Tyneave to guard your back at all times.
I'll be careful.
Oh, there you are. Hey!
Huh? Oh, hey there, Fayt.
Just a hey there? Hey there yourself. I've been looking for you since yesterday.
My apologies. What can I do for you?
What can I do for you? Is that all you have to say?
Well, what else is there?
Never mind. So I see you three are training pretty hard.
That's right. We've been sparring with Lady Nell. But even 2 against 1, she doesn't even break a sweat.
I see. Be careful you don't get hurt. 'Cause this lady here can't control herself sometimes.
And what do you mean by that?
Exactly what I said. You let little things get on your nerves.
Yes, she keeps her emotions bottled up. But you have to watch out when they finally break out.
And she gets so jealous.
Like that time she saw you and Lady Claire talking together. She was in a bad mood for days.
What?
I can't believe you said that, Tynave!
Oh no, now we're in for it. What should we do, Farlene?
Tynave! Is your head full of rocks? Let's not push our luck. I told you to keep your mouth shut because we don't want to get caught up in this.
I'm sorry, Farlene. But I didn't realize what a nasty mess we were in until you told me.
Shh! You don't have to yell.
Well, hey, wait a second. What are you talking about? I was talking about work.
Of course you were. Don't mind them. I don't know what they're going on about.
Hey, just a second. I'm telling you, I was talking about work.
Excuse us!
Enjoy yourselves!
And Fayt, we couldn't imagine life without you.
Ursie Wursie, I won't be needing this box tomorrow. Can you put it in the bag, please?
Yes, Missy.
And Quanta Story, you bring forward my red hoop, which I'll use at the start of the act, okay?
My pleasure, oh beautiful goddess.
Oh, little miss. You're taking the reins of leadership, are you? You're on fire, eh?
Of course! There were tons of weird problems holding us back and all sorts of postponements. But this is the performance where I'll finally make my debut. So of course I'm all fired up.
Ah, I see. Oh, yeah. So many crazy things have happened lately, I totally forgot about that. Then, hey, we're really gonna have to put our all into it this time, eh?
Dang straight! I won't let there be any mistakes on my debut performance. This will be my first step on the road to glory. Nothing can get in the way of the galaxy's biggest future star.
I see. You're right. We'll have to make sure tomorrow's performance is tight. Fear not. Gonella hears your words and will not fail you, eh? All right, then. I'll see you later. I have to go take care of my pet hamster. A really important job. So I'll see you later, eh?
Huh? Important job? Okay.
Oh no, it's the troop chief and the assistant chief.
Ahem. What are you doing here? The venue still needs to be prepared.
Are you slacking? You're slacking, I know it!
No, not at all.
Really? You know, we've been dealing with you for a long time now. Don't you think we've figured out how you try to talk your way out of things by now?
That's right, no tricks!
Yes, sir.
Yes, that's your line. Quanta Story, Ursus, you guys can take a break. Gonella here will take care of everything else.
not serious. That's way too much for one guy, eh?
If you keep working without a break, you should be ready by tomorrow's performance. You reap what you sow.
Good luck. You can do it.
May you succeed beyond your wildest expectations, O spirit of labor.
Hey, wait 1 minute. Ursus, Quanta Story, what about me?
I don't know what he told you, but don't be fooled. You help him.
What? Oh, what a disappointment.
Oh, well, just chalk it up to experience.
Well, with two of us, this may be doable. So, let's work together and do our best, Missy.
Ooh, do it all by yourself. Hey, Fayt, we sure went through a lot. Do you really think it's over?
Yeah. Not everything's back to the way it was before. But at least we were able to save our universe from being destroyed.
Yeah, you're right. What a relief. I don't think I would be able to relax if you hadn't told me that.
Rest your mind at ease, Peppita. All of our nightmares have ended, along with Luther. There's no more reason for us to fight. Now, a new age is beginning, but this time, we're the ones in control.
Yeah, you're right. You're definitely right about that.
So, all's well that ends well. Hey, Peppita, there's just one thing I wanted to ask you. Do you mind?
What's that, Fayt?
The reason you wanted to spend the day with me, wasn't it because preparations for the performance at Moonbase are starting tomorrow, and things are gonna get busy?
Yeah! Everyone's really wired because it's our first job in a long time. And I need to make sure I knock their socks off with my debut. I won't have much time to myself for a while. So a day together with you is just what I need.
Okay, I get it. But do you think there's some reason why we're here? I just don't see the connection somehow.
But Fayt, aren't you gonna perform with us? Come on, aren't we buddies? You said you wanted to join us, so hey, you just have to get used to it, that's all.
Yeah, but do you really think we have to do this kind of dangerous practice? I mean, can't we hide anti-gravity devices underneath our clothes or something? Wouldn't that be okay?
No faking allowed, no way! Got that, Fayt? You're not gonna blow it in front of the audience, are you? Are you? You know, they come for the thrills and the chills after all. If we use stuff like that, then there'd be no point. That's why that stuff is no good. But of course, if there's even a tiny, teeny-weeny, itsy-bitsy chance of failure, well, that's even worse. That's why we practice every day, so there's no chance.
Oh man, you know, this looks much tougher than beating Luther by far.
That's exactly why everyone loves our performances. Didn't you know that?
All right, it's about time. System lock. Gravitic warp field released. Now, let's return from gravitic warp space to normal space. Okay, and the rest is all up to the autopilot. About 30 minutes left till we reach Genesis system. Thing I don't get is why we have to meet face to face in this day and age. What a waste of time. All we have to do is take care of this through communications or whatever.
That's a tricky problem. When technology moves forward, ways to abuse it are also born. Unless everyone in the universe suddenly turns into good little boys and girls someday, I think meeting face to face will still be the safest way to go.
Ah, boss, you're awake already? We've still got some time left before we arrive.
I know, but we're gonna meet with some bigwigs from the old Federation government. I don't know how we'll handle them in the new government, but I can't just roll out of bed right before our meeting, can I?
Ah, I guess it's tough to be famous.
I didn't get famous on purpose. It was more of a process of elimination thing.
But honestly, flying all over the place on a daily basis like this, doesn't it give you lots of food for thought? I'm always worried that my wife will leave me or something. Actually, today's my daughter's birthday, but here I am.
You gotta go home sometimes. I'm no ogre, you know. If you ask for a vacation, I won't say no.
That won't work either, will it? Since Quark is disbanded, we really lack personnel. Well, I guess I'm still all right. My wife? She understands about all that. Ah, that reminds me. I put all the mail that arrived while you were asleep in the usual place. You've got about 200 this time. At least 20 of those are priority A, too.
I bet it's fan letters from all those two-faced geezers again, huh? No, I can't just ignore them, but they're so depressing to read, I just don't feel like looking at them.
There were some dinner date invitations from some fine young women mixed in there, too.
What's that? From who?
From Ophelia of Tetragenesis and Allie of the planet Midgard, one invitation each.
Well, they are both beautiful, but I bet this'll turn out even worse than the letters from those old men. I never was any good at figuring out what those kinds of people are really thinking. Just more ulcers for me as always. All I want is a nice, relaxing dinner.
If only Fayt or Maria would come back, things would go a little bit easier.
Well, that's not gonna happen. It's not like they were doing what they were doing for the fun of it anyway. Someday events may draw them back out again, but until that happens, I don't expect to see those two involved in politics.
If they'd show up, everything would be so much easier.
Yeah, well, you know this is an age-based ranking system, so there's nothing we can do. Till it's our turn to pass the baton, all us old folks can do is keep on struggling.
I myself want to find a place to retire and take it easy for a while. The best thing about the whole thing is, we know the next generation is excellent, so there's nothing to worry about.
I agree with both points. Still, I guess there's no use complaining. We'll just have to work as hard as we can to leave as few problems as possible for the next generation. That's the job of old guys like us.
Our ship is currently cruising smoothly at warp 15.2. Whew. At this rate, we'll arrive in the Sol system in several hours.
Roger. At this speed, we should make it in time. But even if they form a new pan-galactic Congress, it'll turn out to be the same old thing. A bunch of self-important people isolated from the rest of the Federation. Nothing's really changed. It's ridiculous.
Speaking of which, I heard some of the factions are searching for Maria behind the scenes.
Yeah, I heard the same rumor. I guess that means that until they contact us, there's no way we can meet up. Anyway, I doubt Maria will be found so easily. You see, it's basically an internal power struggle. As long as you're on Kloss, they'll concentrate all their energies on tracking Maria down. I mean, now that our universe is completely cut off from the 4D universe, Sophia can be nothing more than a figurehead. Maria, on the other hand, would be able to exercise some power, and that's the way it goes.
You know, Maria and me, we didn't fight for the fun of it. Why is it that people won't just leave us alone?
Don't be silly. Do you really think they let you go your merry way after you defeated the Executioners bare-handed when even the Federation fleet couldn't handle them? As far as they're concerned, you're just too dangerous to leave uncollared. The politicians have a job to do too. They're responsible for providing those who elected them with a safer and more affluent life. I understand how you feel, but you really can't complain about this.
Well, yeah. At least everyone seems to be working really hard to improve things. I guess I have to appreciate that.
Anyway, don't worry so much. Those guys will do just fine.
Yeah, those two, I bet.
Hey, don't worry about other people now. Worry about yourself. Be careful. Ever since the fall of the Federation, Ophelia has been leading the remnants of the Federation forces very well, in spite of her youth.
Gotcha. I won't forget that.
And get this, they say she's really hot.
I look forward to checking her out.
You do? You know, how should I say this? You've really changed. You're totally different from when we first met.
It's all your fault. When I'm hanging out with you, there's no point in trying to be serious.
Sorry, kid.
At last. Time to say goodbye to the ship. If you think about it, all the days of my struggle began and ended on this ship. Thinking back again, it wasn't such a long time, but there's still so much that we have to remember.
This is the last chance. All right, I'm gonna do it. Captain? I have something I want to talk to you about. Do you mind?
Oh boy, there he goes. There he goes. All right, either he succeeds or everything falls apart. What a sight to behold.
Thank you for all your hard work. I never would have been able to make it this far without you. Thanks, Lieber. So, what did you want to talk about?
Captain, I mean, Maria, that is, I mean...
What is it? What are you so nervous about? If there's something I can help with, just say the word and I'll do it.
Are you sure you want to let this chance pass you by? Won't you regret it later? Don't let it stress you out. Follow your heart.
It's okay. I've gotten over him. You can't keep fighting for a lost cause forever, you know. You'd have to be pretty stupid to keep trying and trying. Like good old Lieber here. Okay, let's all go back home to where we belong. We have to start our new lives for ourselves now.
Well, it's finally all over. Quark is hereby officially dissolved. From now on, everyone's going to follow their own path.
Maria, are you sure that's the right decision? The executioners are gone, but the galaxy is still in a state of complete chaos. Don't you think that there might be something left for Quark to do?
Now that the Pan-Galactic Federation is all but gone, Quark no longer has any reason to exist. That's why I think it's time to dissolve it. People should build their own futures for themselves. If we tried to interfere with all the petty details of everyone's lives, we'd be just like Luther. We'd be doing the same thing. It doesn't matter if people do what's right or if they make mistakes. It's important for each of us to think and make decisions for ourselves.
I see your point. Trying to lead others may be another form of arrogance. So what will you do after dissolving Quark, Maria?
I want to live peacefully in a place where nobody knows who I am. I'm tired of fighting. I want to find a special person, grow old together, and live out my life like anyone else.
I see. I guess finding that person is the hard part.
Hey, believe it or not, I do have a couple of prospects. Well, it's not like I've really talked to them about it yet, but...
Really? What a shocker. Do I know these guys?
I guess it wouldn't hurt to tell you. One of my prospects is right here in front of me, and the other one is the guy I didn't choose.
Thank you for traveling aboard the transport ship Hornet, which is bound for the planet Roke and Kratos Spaceport 3. This ship will be arriving in our Kula system in 12 days, followed by our final destination of Roke after a total of 14 days in transit. Please, enjoy your flight.
That's pretty long. Now that the Creator has left this universe, a new universe created by the formal inhabitants of the Eternal Sphere has been born. Birth, prosperity, glory, decline, destruction, and then rebirth. Ever since the dawn of history, these events have been repeated over and over. But what happened this time was something completely different from all that came before. Rebellion against the Creator, the unforgivable sin. Did we do the right thing? Can we as humans bear the weight of this sin?
Hey, you! What are you looking so glum for? You're adults, ain't ya? So act like adults.
Miss?
You know, I have no idea what happened to you, and I don't want to know. But you know, you can't do a dang thing about stuff that's already happened. Stop moping around and start thinking about something else. Some people, always feeling sorry for themselves. Man, I tell ya, I can't stand adults like you who always worry about the past. Drives me crazy. So what's your problem? Well, you got something to say to me? Then just say it.
Oh, sorry. Please forgive her. The things kids say.
Ruddle, you stay out of this. There's nothing wrong with what I said.
Rumina, please. A whole lot of people lost their families, loved ones, and friends in this war. Try thinking a little bit about their suffering and their sadness. If you did, you'd never say things like that.
Yeah? Well, what's crying gonna change? Nothing. Cry all you want, it won't help. Am I wrong?
Rumina, please. Please don't talk like that. People who can't understand the pain of others are the worst people around.
What are you talking about? Ruddle, you...
Wait, it's okay. She's right. Yeah, you're right. It's exactly like you said. We have to be more positive. Crying about things won't change anything. Thanks, Rumina. You've taught me a valuable lesson.
Huh? What? Well, good. As long as you know what I mean.
You've got it right. When your very existence is denied, if you accept that and don't even try to fight, you might as well be dead. If we don't act to protect our own selves, then who will do it for us?
Thank you very much for using Kratos Spaceport 3 today. High-speed shuttles have been made ready on Platform 2 as a temporary measure for the sake of passengers traveling to towns on Kratos and Kur. These shuttles will launch at 1200 and 13:15. Passengers traveling to Kratos and Kur are asked to board promptly.
Are you okay, Sophia? You look a little pale. You must be exhausted.
Yes, a little, but I'm fine.
That transport ship was so crowded we could hardly sit down. You should take it easy, okay?
Thanks, but I'm fine, really. And of course the ship was crowded. Everybody else has someone they want to see too.
Good point. Lots of families were affected. You know, hearing these people's stories, I think we should count ourselves lucky not to have lost any more than we did.
Fayt! Sophia!
Huh?
Dad! Mom! And Aunt Ryoko!
I'm so happy to finally see them.
Come on, Fayt. I can't wait all day for you.
Hey, wait up, Sophia. A migratory bird. I wonder what everyone's doing right now. Now that I think about it, I did do a lot of crazy things. Maybe I should stay out of sight for a while. On the bright side, my college is closed indefinitely. Worrying won't get me anywhere. What happens, happens. I guess I'll take it easy for a while.